to our special series on speakers at the Kindness and Gratitude Summit. I'm your host, Blanca, and of course, we have the founder of the Kindness and Gratitude Summit with us today, Tony Kaufman herself. How are you, Tony?
Hey, we're doing good. I woke up, I breathed, I walked, I talked. I'm okay. We got another chance, right?
That is 100% true. And today we have with us one of my favorite people in the world, Natan Verkhovsky, the founder of the Essential Academy. Welcome to the show, Natan. How are you?
Thank you so much. I feel wonderful, blessed to be here with all of you.
Wonderful. And Natan is also part of the Laws of Life television network. He has been the co host of the Laws of Empowering Entrepreneurs in the Laws of Life network. He has been a frequent attendee of Laws of Life networking. And so this is a funny story.
Hmm.
Hoffman and I crossed paths in Miami 2 weeks ago. We're sitting across a table. We totally instantly connect, get along, and then we realize that we both know Natan. So I have a question for you, Tony. When you knew that I was in the Essential Academy, did it instantly pre-validate my credibility for
Oh,
you?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I know the goals and the purpose and I mean we've been with you for a couple of years down that time. So I know your heart and what you've got in mind for people, and I know that the quality of your instructors and the people here on the Essential Academy is something that I would recommend wholeheartedly. So yes,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
That's amazing. So Natan, how old is the Essential Academy at
We
this
have
point?
our 2-year birthday party coming up end of July, ladies and gentlemen.
That's exciting. That's exciting. And so Natan is an upcoming speaker in the Kindness and Gratitude Summit.
He is a featured speaker.
He is a featured
Featured
speaker
speaker.
in the summit. He is a sponsor.
Yeah.
Hello. And so, Natan, what is your speech about at the upcoming summit?
Ooh, fix the energy leaks, the energy mistakes that you're making that are costing you money.
Can you give us an example of one? Just
Sure.
one.
Not being comfortable being uncomfortable right now.
What uncomfortable financially? Uncomfortable in what way?
You pick, my dear.
So anybody that registers for your talk, fix the energy leaks that are costing you money. They
Yes.
also get a free gift. What is that free gift?
Let's define free. We have a federally incorporated not for profit. In our context, everything is either sponsored, gifted, or done in a scholarship. So there is nothing free. It costs far too much time and money to get the education, experience, and expertise to provide quality education. The people that we cater to are at such a high level of personal and professional development, they're looking for something unique and new that they don't already know. So where we come in from in something like that and saying, this is a $500 workshop. You will learn this, 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 and this. These are the top 5 energy mistakes you're making costing you money. When you leave, you will now stop doing this, 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 and this, and you'll feel better. And it doesn't matter if you're not making any money. It doesn't matter if you're making, holy crap, way too much money. Every one of us knows that there's a potential to do more, be more, if you just stop wasting your emotional energy.
Hmm.
You could learn to get 2 days worth of work done in one. And if you make a little bit of money, that's great. If you make a lot of money, holy crap.
That's terrific. This is probably one of the most important skills that a person can have in the world. So everyone make sure to go to weekofkindness.com and follow Natan's talk and register for Natan's talk. And be sure to share this interview from the Week of Kindness attendee engagement Facebook page. This is a free event, so you're going to be able to see 80 speakers and receive $45,000 in free gifts during this event to enrich your life. And if you want to upgrade and get the recordings, you can do so for only $97. So, Tony, what inspired you to create the Kindness and Gratitude Summit?
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, it started in 2020, and as everybody knows, that's our favorite year. So, so that's the year that changed everything, right? But it was more than pandemic, and it was more than that. On a personal note, I lost my husband in January to cancer, and I lost my little brother in April to cancer after a 5-year battle. And then of course we had that wonderful year. So in March, of course, the pandemic started, the world shut down, and then people in our country, at least, we had some horrible things coming to light that should have stayed in the dark, but at least now we know, where we stand with everybody. But yeah, the racism and the election and the politics, and it was just my favorite saying is, I think the Prince of Darkness had a really good time in 2020 with with us because everything that could have gone wrong. So I remember while I was grieving, sitting in front of my computer and just saying, "There's got to be a better way to end this year. There just has to be." And the week of kindness and gratitude came about as a summit that I wanted to do. And more important than that, I went to, to my community, and I said, "What do you guys think about doing this the week of Thanksgiving?" And they're like, "Oh no, don't do that. Nobody's going to attend. Nobody, everybody's got their lives. Everybody's with their family." But if you remember, we weren't allowed to travel to go to family that year. So we had 765 attendees and 68 speakers during the week of Thanksgiving, of the
Right.
week of kindness, and that's what launched it. So my second time, I knew we wanted to. Everybody want all the speakers wanted to do it again. So I
Immediately.
said, yeah. So I said, yeah. Do you want? Okay, so we can do it on the week of Mother's Day or the week of Father's Day. And I mean, almost unanimously, all of my speakers said, daddies need more love. We need to help the fabulous men in our lives who deserve
Ooh.
credit, deserve love.
Hmm.
And I think back, I think I said this story yesterday, Blanket, but I think back to what my little brother and I used to do for Father's Day. We knew that we had to give presents, right? But we never, I didn't know that you had to go shop for stuff. We never think to go shop for stuff. So my little brother and I would wake up on Father's Day Sunday, and we would run to his dresser, and I would throw over, like 4 pairs of socks and two neckties from his closet, and he always had the monogrammed handkerchiefs, and so we put some of those in the box, but we'd fix it all up and we'd wrap it all up and we'd go give it to Happy Father's Day. And he would open it and he would act surprised. It was like, I really needed this. And I just,
Oh my God, Tony, I have to share only because of that. This is
okay.
what my daughter made me for Father's Day.
But you have to read it because it's backwards. You
Oh crap!
definitely.
You definitely have a piece of my heart. Is
Oh.
that great?
So
You
that
got
was, that was our Father's Day, and it was just funny. So I think back to the wonderful men in our lives, and you know what, when we do the interview with all these, I make sure that we bring in some memories.
Mhm.
And what I love is, even though some of our speakers did not have a dad or a good male figure in their lives, they have met teachers and people who inspire them, and authors who inspire them, and directors, in my case, who inspire them. And so there's always a man there somewhere, that made a difference in people's lives. And I just felt like we need to give credit on this event to something like that.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful.
So how do you feel that this summit, Natan, is during Father's Day?
I'm loving it. It's gonna be so much fun. When I've been involved, I think I've only missed the first summit, and it's just because I didn't know you. If I did, I would have been at the first one. I've been at every summit from number 2 on. And not to date ourselves, this is going to go on for a while. There's going to be so much, because if you go to something that says, hey, learn how to make this, or hey, learn how to make more money in this, or hey, learn how to get better at this, it's very niche. When you
Yeah.
say come to a week of kindness and gratitude, who the hell does that not apply to?
Yeah. And that's why we made 8 categories. We started off with
Wow.
6. But
Wow.
the ones we added were actually So I started off with 5, and then we had to add, because I just love it. All my woo people needed their own category because it's much more than personal development. So we added spirituality,
Good.
and that's my energy healers. Those are my authors. Those are the Hay House,
I love
speakers.
that I get to play in there
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, you get to play at that level with some of these folks, and I mean, Dr. Gloria Kay, for example, used to treat NBA players,
Mhm.
in California, and those are the big guys in California,
Of course.
But she did something that I've never experienced, and just a very quick personal story, if that's okay with you, Blanca.
Sure.
I was raised on 40 acres of DDT, which is why so many people in my family had cancer. And I have bone spurs from C3 to C7 on my neck. So my range of motion has always been like really, really limited. So her and I were talking about the week of kindness and my speaking programs, and she's like, "Okay, let me do this for you for 10 minutes." And I said, "Okay." And she starts doing her thing over Zoom, and my body started tingling.
I
It
like
was
it.
so weird, and I was like, "What are you doing?" you know. And she says, "Okay, close your eyes," and she had me breathe and all this stuff. And then she says, "Okay, I want you to take your chin and put it over your shoulder." I said, "I haven't been able to do that in years." And she said, "Try it now." And I went like this. Look,
Oh,
look,
wow.
see that? All
Wow.
the way over my shoulder.
Now you can see people coming up behind you. This is amazing.
I've got fabulous peripherals.
No kidding. You're like,
Yeah, but I hadn't been able to do that in years, and so
oh,
this is the quality. I mean, Art
what a
Geiser,
blessing, Tony. Isn't
yeah,
that the benefit of meeting the most incredible people in the world?
exactly. Art Geiser is one of our NLP. He created energetic NLP. He's also, so anyway. We added spirituality, and then we added author development and podcast production, because all of our folks are either writing books or have books or are in the book business. And so we scheduled, we added that as a category as well. And then podcast development, because I mean, look at you guys. There's podcasts all over the place, right?
Which is crazy because you don't expect it. And I never expected to be in this position. This is not what I do. This is not who I am. A
Yeah.
30-second background tour. If you don't know me, I've been an energy coach for 25 years. I started as an elite athlete and an Olympian, and working through the Olympic systems and going through the top national coaching certification programs, going through working with other Olympians and teams, going at Cirque du Soleil, and the people at the highest level of mental, physical, and emotional energy perfection. And in that scope, we were working on their activation levels, bringing them up, down to neutralize at will. And I was very happy for the last 25 years doing that. I had about 10,000 people come through my hands. And then all of a sudden, COVID hit, and I had to pivot like so many others. I spent so much time and money wasting with online gurus and trying to figure out this and that, because offline, you can be a big deal. You can be doing this for decades. If online nobody knows you and you don't appreciate that you can buy like followers and shares, it's going to be a rude awakening. So when I came in, and after I went through a process where I just felt like a used car salesman selling some crap, and I'm like, that's not who I am. I put up my hand and said, does anyone else have education, experience, expertise? Anybody else want to teach and not just sell something? And almost 380 something, I lost track, of the most incredible people from around the world that joined us. In June, I said, enough is enough. I founded the essentialacademy.org. We're federally incorporated as a not-for-profit. Most academies aren't. We are private, invitation only, by referral only. Most academies aren't. You can pay the fee, you can come on in. Doesn't work that way. We cater only to people at 9 out of 10, personally and professionally. We only work with coaches, healers, experts, therapists from around the world. And we help them shine their light even brighter. Being a not-for-profit, one of the many perks, $10,000 a month in free Google advertising from Google Ads. So there's so many different ways that if you do things a little different, you're going to meet people a little different. Write a couple best-selling books, have some fun, throw up a couple launch parties, meet incredible people like Blanca and Tony, Come to these kind of parties and you will continuously meet these kind of people because your network is your net worth.
Ooh, I like that one.
Well, if that's the case, based on this show alone, I'm a trillionaire. I can tell you that right now. I'm a
Move
trillionaire.
over, Elon.
I,
I love it. I love
Elon, I'm not available.
the best. The best.
But
The best.
no, I have to say that the synergy, I did create my first course in Natan's platform this past week. And I created it for Tony. So you can see how all of our talents come together. So Tony's expertise is creating these incredible summits, guiding speakers on how to be a speaker. I took Tony's genius and I filtered it through a course so that the speakers could maximize marketing strategy. But that course would not have been possible without the platform created and hosted by the Essential Academy. So, just in this picture alone, you can see how all of our expertise comes together. We all need one another to succeed and to scale. And
That's funny though, Blanca, because a lot of people are coming online going, oh crap, you're a coach, I'm a coach. Oh no, this is competitive. I got to be a better coach, a different coach. What do I do? It doesn't have to be competitive. It can be cooperative. You're a coach, I'm a coach. Let's say we actually do the exact same kind of coaching. Wonderful. You're a completely different person than me with a completely different set of experiences, and you relate so differently to a completely different group of others. If that's the case, well then yeah, we should play together, because ultimately if we stop worrying about you, me, and who's bigger, who's better and stuff, and focus on the person who's attending our whatever the heck, and what's the benefit to them? Oh, the benefit is I get a Natan and a Blanca and a Tony. Oh, hell yeah. Way worth more than just shining a light on one. So the tide raises all boats. I really believe that.
I totally believe that, and that's really the concept of community empowerment, and that if we all elevate one another through sharing. So if you're watching this live stream, we've got a number of people watching this live stream right now. I want to thank Johnny Regan. He says he's the founder of the Global Vision. He's registered for Natan's talk. He's
Johnny's awesome.
my talk. He's registered for Tony's talk. If you're watching right now, make a comment, because I see you watching, but add a comment, add a question, because one of the laws of life is this: when you have an opportunity to ask a question, ask it, because by doing so, you shine a light on yourself. And the ability to ask intelligent questions is a skill. And I want to see people asking more questions, making more engaging comments, and driving everyone to success and elevation. So, Natan, what is your number one rule of kindness and gratitude?
Number one rule. I would have to think that you want to remember that kindness and gratitude are things that are automatic, internal, every day, but we don't always accept them or acknowledge them. Tony was brilliant when she came on and you said, how are you doing? You're like, I'm up, I'm on, I'm alive, and woo. Yeah. The downside to that is 6 million people today aren't. I woke up, congrats. A bunch of people didn't. I can move, I can see, I can think, I can feel, I can love. Great. A bunch of people can't.
You're 100% right. In fact, on my walk this morning, I came across one of those memorials evidencing that someone had a car accident at that spot.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of it, and it was Gabriella. Let's see, Gabriella Heiderick lost her life on February 20th of 2016. And it just made me remember, yes, we do have to be a little more aware that we're grateful to be alive, but like connect with everything, connect with everyone. Everything you pass is a message.
Yes.
I don't know why that particular sign caught my attention on a busy street full of thousands of other obstacles, right? But you're right. We have to be thankful to be
You get
alive.
thankful. You know that expression your mom used to say, count your blessings? Well, she was right. So it's easy. Literally write them out, count them out, do it right. Because let me make it clear to you. Happiness equals gratitude. Gratitude equals abundance. When I was in a networking group with a bunch of really, really high performing guys. And one guy came in with a little bit of imposter syndrome. He was qualified to be there, but he didn't feel that he was. And he thought everyone else was, wow, really big swinging guns. And I don't, I'm not playing at that level. Well, he asked them because 6 or 7 of these incredibly wealthy, powerful, successful men spoke. And he goes, God damn it, I want to speak like you guys. I want to feel like you guys. I want to be like you guys. How the hell do you have you talk with such abundance? How do you have so much abundance in your life? And they're like, it's directly proportional to the amount of gratitude that I have. The more gratitude I have, the more abundance I have. Gratitude equals abundance.
How do you define abundance, Natan?
Having one more dollar than you need, having one more hug and kiss than you want, having one more person that needs to be just corrected to you to make your life better.
So abundance to you is not only financial, it is emotional, it is love, it is positive energy.
Yes.
Everything.
It's always a bit more than you need. If you want to be specific, a bit more be my guest. I don't care. A bit more than I need is always more than I need. What a blessing.
Well, I can tell you that Tony and Natan are 2 of the people that I keep in my close circle. You know, they say, who are your 5 closest friends? And Natan and Tony are in that circle. And I highly recommend that whatever Natan does, you go to his open houses, create digital courses. It's the best software that I've ever experienced. I've looked at all of the competitors over the last 5 years. This is the best course creation software I have ever done. And it was literally intuitive, easy. It is one of the most brilliant pieces of software I've ever seen, period. I mean, you can create course certificates, you can create email automations, you can create your landing page for your course, you can link your lessons to the landing page. It's if you're not creating a course today, you're making a huge mistake. And I really hope that that you explore, because I think a lot of people think, what wisdom do I have? You don't realize how much wisdom you have inside of yourself.
Oh, you're so good.
Right?
Blanca, you're so good. Can I speak for 30 seconds on that?
Yeah, you're our featured speaker. Take as long as you need.
Ladies, you are experts in this. And this is the one area that you can constantly shine in that nobody else can ever take or touch from you. And that's to each and every person listening to this, watching this, feeling and believing this. If you understand that you're here and you constantly look at people that are 3-4 steps ahead of you, above you, better than you, moved forward than you, and you try to cater to them, help them, impress them in some way, you never will. They don't reach their hands down and pull people up. It doesn't work that way. If you're here and you focus on the people that are 3-4 steps below you, beneath you, before you, and you help raise them up, you help bring them up, that's how you earn your wings. That's how you earn your stripes. That's how you get into that club. And the ability to help them is so simple because they are looking up at you right now with all your insecurities and all your incredible self-doubt and all your imposter syndrome going, oh, I don't know, am I really that worth it? Why would somebody pay me this much money? Oh my God, is it really going to help them? What's going to happen if it doesn't work? And when you get over all of that, because we're all human and we all have that, that is what's going to categorically change everything for you.
Without a doubt. I mean, you have to keep believing. And I agree that we need to help one another and be a servant leader to one another and treat each other with kindness and gratitude for the opportunity to be of service. And when we do that, we find true joy.
And acknowledge the people that aren't at your level, because those are the ones you help and serve so much more. Tony's got a level that is ridiculous. Blanca's got a level that is ridiculous. You want to play at their level, Okay, learn how they did it. If you are at that level, reach out to them and say hello. They'll welcome you as a brother or sister. And at the same time, if you're a couple steps beyond them, be nice, be kind, be a big brother, be a big sister, reach down, help bring these people that are doing good work, the Lord's work, and putting that out in the universe, help them raise up a couple bits. So no matter where you stand on the spectrum, if they're looking up at you and going, Blanca, I don't care what your problems are. I don't care if you had the hardest 2 weeks of your life. Irrelevant. I don't care, because I can tell you this, what you have, I would give my left arm for. And you look at that and go, what? No, I've got these issues and these problems. I don't have it all together. I'm not all that amazing. Really? Because somebody 3 steps before you, you are epic.
Yeah.
Stop trying to compare yourself to people 3 steps ahead or before. That's not the club. You don't get to earn your way in that way. You help the people 3 steps below, you earn your wings, you get to go to heaven. That's how this works.
I'll tell you, I could do that all day long. I love to help people. Tony loves to help people. And if anyone out there, wants to be, be helped by Tony, she is an award-winning producer, an award-winning casting director. You can still, there are no more speaking spots available for this conference, but you can apply to be a speaker in the November conference.
Oh my God, speak to that for a moment. Like, let's talk about, wow, I'd like you to come to my show. That's great. Unfortunately, there's no tickets. You're like, damn it. That's what we're saying, people. That's how you know how good a show this is. When Mike Tyson was fighting in his heyday and people knew that he would knock the crap out of the other guy out within a minute or two, but you still paid $1,500 to see that minute or two. Because damn if that wasn't exciting.
You're so right. You're so right. And I think if you can join the Essential Academy as a member, you will be with people of Tony's caliber, of my caliber. You will be with people from all over the world. You will be able to market your expertise in the form of a course. You will have extensive network opportunities. And I think that that it's literally one of the best things you could ever do. So go to theessentialacademy.org, connect with Natan. Natan, we really thank you for being a sponsor, for being a featured speaker, for bringing Tony and I together, for all you do to help everyone around you. And you've definitely earned your wings. You've definitely got a lot of mitzvahs in your account. So we wish you nothing but success. Everybody register for Natan's amazing talk on how to fix those energy leaks. I mean, that's the bottom line.
They're costing you money. I don't care how much money you make. Would you like to make more? Would you like to make more energy at the end of the day? Would you like to make more money and more energy?
Is there a way that we could clone Natan? We need a Natan avatar. So yes, the answer is yes. And you can clone yourself through a digital course. Because instead of me having to take 500 phone calls on the summit, I say, here's the link, go watch the course. That saved me probably at least 20 hours of Q&A. So courses are the answer.
People that aren't going to be a good fit for you. Screening the people who don't want to go through your hoopla.
Yeah. Oh, we just muted.
We lost your audio, but it's okay. We're coming to the close. We got you back. So everybody meet Natan Verkhovsky, featured speaker, sponsor. Meet Tony Kaufman, our fearless leader, the founder of the Kindness and Gratitude Summit, who's one of the kindest people I've ever met. These are two of the most extraordinary souls. Follow them. Whatever they do, follow them. And everybody, thanks for watching and have a wonderful Thursday. See you later.